Oh. Whose cat is this?
Well, actually, I got it at the pound for somebody, and now they don't want him.
I was talking to Sarah Antonelli the other day. She's got a cellar full of mice, and she needs a cat. You think this guy's got the killer instinct?
Oh, I think so. Please take him, Sophia. His name is Buster.
You about the same thing. I'm not going.
What?
Don't faint, but you were right when you said I should go out and make new friends. So, I took your advice. I met some nice people at the center, and this weekend we're all going to Cancun. Looks like you and what's-his-name will have to go to the Bahamas without me.
You just met the...
Living for the day, pussycat. I never jumped into a haystack before.
Ma!
Geronimo! My God! Dorothy, is she okay?
Yeah, I think so. Rose.
I do that for Sophia. She seems to get a big kick out of calling me names, so I let her do it.
She's really a very sweet lady. She just doesn't like to show it.
Is that a family trait?
You won't believe what happened to me at the store. I saw the McDowells. Luckily, they didn't see me. That's it.
Look, it would be wrong for me to keep quiet and just let you go off with this guy when I know you're going to be hurt.
Look, Dorothy, you've had your say, but I do not agree with you, so please just stay out of it. If you're trying to help me, you're just kidding yourself. Darn it, I forgot my lucky silver dollar.
What do you need that for?
To get lucky.
I want you around. Well, so my mother didn't love me. I mean, what's that got to do with anything? Doc, Sophia may not want to have me around, but that doesn't mean she doesn't love me.
Stan, did you hear what you just said?
Yes, I said you love me.
You said Sophia. You meant me, but you said Sophia.
Yeah, that's interesting, Stan. You made that same slip.
Excuse me, ladies. I'm Dr. Ashley. Won't you come into my office?
I'm Sophia Petrillo, and my idea of a good psychiatrist is a bartender who pours without a spout.
Doctor, I'm Dorothy's Borna.
Dorothy?
I'm Rose Nyland.
Rose.
I'm Blanche Devereaux, and I know it.
Cheese ball, Father?
Oh, yes, thank you very much. Now I know what I'm giving up for Lent.
Stanley, would you be a dear and get me some champagne?
It's always a pleasure to get a drink for an attractive woman.
Hour's worth.
It's supposed to take an hour?
And what happens to your dream? You were going to be the first Petrillo to go to college. You were going to be a teacher.
I'm still going to be a teacher, Ma. This won't change that. Now, when you say an hour, does that include everything?
Oh, God, Dorothy, we've got to get you married.
Stan.
Tell on the beach. Doesn't that sound like fun?
I get to go with you? I don't have to stay here and get gassed with the termites? Oh, Dorothy, you're such a good daughter.
She'll get over it. And if she doesn't, who cares? We're going to meet I was talking about this.
Dreyfus, come here, boy. This one's Dreyfus.
And after we finished talking, she'd always give me a piece of hard candy and a kiss goodnight.
I can't sleep. And what's worse, I went to Sophia's room for one of our talks. And then... Oh, Blanche, you've done enough. I'll get it.
I'll help you. You're a delightful man. You know, he has the most positive attitude of anyone I have ever met.
And he's wearing the cutest little gray suit I think I've ever seen.
That award isn't going to be given out until Saturday.
I just called to confirm our reservations for the banquet, and they said I don't have to pay for my ticket. The awards committee is paying for me.
So?
The awards committee wants to make sure that I'll be there to accept the award. It's the only logical explanation. I won.
Oh, Rose, honey, I think you're...
Blanche, I told you I'm not going to do it.
Well, then you are making a big mistake. If you don't make yourself more interesting to Miles, you're going to lose him. Listen, he's at school every day with other women just looking for trouble.
Oh, no, he is not.
Okay, look at him right now, talking to that young thing. I know exactly what he's saying, too. Say, hey.
Good night, Ma. Thanks for everything.
I think the thing that really turned her around was when I told her that when it comes to men, I'm just a lot of talk. Embellishment's one of the oldest traditions in the South. Tall tales and tall drinks. I don't really sleep around near as much as I say I do.
Is that true, Blanche?
Maybe it was a very vain person, and vanity can be a terrible thing. I should know. I used to be vain myself.
You, Sophia?
What, you think I was born with white hair and a butt like Play-Doh? When I was a teenager, I was gorgeous. Eyes as deep and blue. Show, make room for Daddy.
Thanks, Ma.
Where are you going?
Get some air.
We got air in the house.
I like beer with my air. You wait up for me?
Seeing another woman?
Are you sure?
Yes. We used to see each other constantly. Now I'm lucky to see him twice a week. If he's not seeing another woman, what else could he be doing?
Maybe he paints like Red Skelton.
Rose, would you please hand me my grade book?
Sure.
Thank you.
Variety of men in our lives. Well, thanks again for the ride home, Dirk. I'll see you at Tuesday's jazzercise class.
I'll see you then.
Okay.
Unless I see you before then. I mean, if you wouldn't mind, maybe we could go out.
My Dirk, did I just hear you ask me for a date?
Are you deaf? I heard him from here.
So, Blanche?
Think this is gonna work?
I don't know. We should just go along with whatever she wants to do. The important thing is to keep Rose's mind occupied.
Hey, give me some lipstick.
Electric blanket. Every time I call you, it seems you have a cold.
We'll call more often.
Don't pick on your sister. Here. She brought you something.
It's a gift certificate for a complete makeover at Elizabeth Arden's.
Maybe now you can get a date.
Please, Ma, I'm not calling Cap.
You know, it's a shame we didn't accomplish anything today.
Of course we did. We found out in a pinch fruit cocktail is not bad on a bagel. Later, when the baby came, then I figured out that we had. You know, that was my only proof.
I waited till my wedding night. No. Yes.
And?
And it was a surprise.
Come back here.
Well, I see you're right at home in a private jet.
Oh, well, I always try to take a private jet whenever I jet.
And here I thought I was impressing.
Dorothy, it was great. Thanks for the hospitality. Sophia, girls, take care.
Stan, just a minute. I'd like to talk to you.
Well, sure, okay.
Now, let's go where we can have some privacy. Told me that I looked nice, with a little lilt in his voice, and tried to blow my skirt over my head.
Everything but the white horse, huh, pussycat? Look, Sophia Petrillo doesn't give up. She fights for her man. She can overcome any. You know what she took back? A set of pearl earrings.
The ones I fell in love with at Jordan Marsh?
Yep, ho, ho, ho.
Oh, Ma, who cares? Rose, I love it. Now, this'll come in a lot handier than those pearl earrings. The next time I'm lost in the woods with a stack of pancakes.
Where am I supposed to sit again?
Oh, anywhere you damn well please. What the hell difference does it make now? So first you were a teacher, and then you decided to become a priest.
Actually, at first I went to medical school for a year. Then I quit.
It turned up 3 days later.
Where'd you turn up, Dorothy?
Oh, yeah.
Look, Rex and I have had lots of nice dates together. Maybe he's a little unpredictable, but that's what makes him so exciting. That and these.
I wish Miles was more unpredictable. I know where I'm going every night.
Call. It's your friend Milton.
No, I can't believe he's calling at this hour.
You told him to call day or night.
I didn't mean it. It's an expression. Like laugh and the world laughs with you. Well, the whole world doesn't really laugh.
That's because they're too busy calling here in the middle of the night. Good night, Rose.
The point is, nobody knows what we saw. You don't. I don't. Not even Major Barker does.
Major Barker?
Duke, that's the man I spoke to today down at the military base. I told him what we saw, and he said they'd check into it.
Wait a minute. Why is any of this your business?
He's my brother.
On your daughter.
Dorothy, I've known you, 60 years? Angela, I've known 85. To tell you the truth, I don't quite trust you yet.
Uncle Angelo, in the past 3 days, you have complained about everything in the apartment except the rent.
5 years and she doesn't know your name is Eddie? Well, I guess I have to feed you. Let's go look for a place to eat, Roberta.
No. Her name's Dorothy, your ex-wife.
Ask Dr. Ashton.
Listen, I really don't think this operation is a good idea.
Oh, Mrs. Bornak, relax. You have nothing to worry about. It's a simple surgical procedure. I'm sure everything will be fine. Here, I'll leave these forms so you can look them over, and I'll see you in the morning when I get back from court.
Look, wait a minute. I want to...
I'm back.
Ma, it's so good to have you home. And I was wrong. I have no right to tell you how to run your life or who your friends should be. I mean, you're obviously doing something right. You've made it to 83. I guess it's just me trying to hold on to you.
No. Yes, she is. Look. Oh, I wanted to tell you about this all week, but I couldn't. I've been posing for Laszlo, too.
Oh, dear Lord, strike me dead right here and now if that man prefers Rosen Island over me.
Blanche, you can't take it personally. Laszlo just decided it. I can't believe it. Raymond called. He's got the flu, and he can't take me to the big Valentine's Day dance. Oh, I guess I'll be keeping you company, Dorothy.
Why do you automatically assume that I don't have a date?
She assumes there are 7 days in a week.
Have another piece of chocolate, Ma. The doctor didn't know what... I thought it would be fun.
Well, have yourself a good time and try not to overdo it.
Blanche, what is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. It's just that these things can be a little strenuous for a woman of your years.
Who am I, Mamie Eisenhower?
So Dorothy Parker turned to Alexander Wolcott and said, if you laid all the women in this room end to end, I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Priest out of the house, you disgust me. I'm gonna go sit in my tea.
Ma, what are you doing?
I can't believe I have a daughter who...
Oh, Dorothy!
Oh, you're beautiful.
Oh, pussycat, look at you. But to tell you the truth...
Dorothy, this is unbelievable. Look at this.
Heart surgeon turns out to be produce manager at A&P.
Further over.
Miami retailers to sponsor songwriting contest?
The Miami retailers are awarding $10,000 to the person who...
Why did you ask me that?
No reason, just wanted to get your honest opinion. Here are the answers to that questionnaire. If Dorothy finds out I hired a matchmaker for her, she'll kill me.
Oh, I understand.
By the way, I'd like to change the answer on number 10. I think a prison record does...
And you are like those people you see stopping strangers for spare change. Oh, well, that explains it all. Now I feel much better. So you're really a student working on your doctorate.
I'm really an alcoholic who needs a place to sleep.
What?
It's true. I've already got my doctorate.
Much about both of you. I'm just so glad you finally got to Miami.
Well, when Mom told me she needed me to review the estate papers, I figured it was a perfect excuse to come for a visit.
It's just a will, Kirsten. I wouldn't call it estate papers.
Well, while we're down here, I'm going to go to astronaut camp.
Astronaut camp? There's a camp for astronauts? Is it...
Catfish.
Fine. Anyway, I was about 8 years old when I first met Kathy Lee on the playground. We became fast friends, just as thick as Louisiana blackstrap molasses on a steak of Johnny cakes as high as an elephant's knee.
On a...
No. You know, it's still pretty windy out there. I'm going to go outside and see if I can get airborne.
No. I better get going, too.
It's not that, Ma. It's that, Ma.
Well, I better skedaddle. You know, my wife is out of town. I'm going to be up half the night trying to pick out a...
We're all invited to a book signing party. Well, I can't believe she ever read a book, much less wrote one.
They're here. Oh, I just hope Magda is nothing like Stan.
Dorothy, what am I going to do about my sister coming? By the time she leaves Miami, she'll be more famous here than I am.
Honey, only if they close.
Vision. Luscious lips, full bosom. And the behind is so round. So firm, you gotta fall down on your knees and cry out that it's a magnificent regal beauty. I'm a bubble.
By sunrise tomorrow, we'll be south of the border. Sparkling skies above us. Tropical breezes blowing across our bodies. Sophia, you with me?
No.
Sophia, I'm disappointed.
Mrs. Zabornak?
That's right.
You taught English. Eastwick High, 1975, when Mr. Martinez had his sex change?
Yes! I was there for the whole semester while he went shopping for new clothes.
Why didn't you tell me it was Father Leahy? Well, I assumed you knew. No, I didn't. I mean, frankly, I'm a little embarrassed. Yeah, well, me too. Well, what difference does it make? We can still be...
There's always room for Jell-O.
I just hate you. I regret the day you ever moved in here.
And I regret the day I gave birth to you.
Would you just look at them? They look good together, don't they? Well, I don't think so. I think Dorothy's fallen for him. Little Miss Hard to Get has been letting him lead.
I'm gonna go find the men's room.
Oh, it's right down the hall on your right.
Coke.
Arnie wants me to go away with him on a cruise to the Bahamas.
Oh. Oh, and you're upset because he wants you to pay your own way?
You found an apartment?
Yeah, I went down to the Senior Citizen Center this morning for the early bird special. You know, decaf coffee, sodium-free bacon, and a chest x-ray. On the bulletin board, I saw some advertisements for roommates. So I picked out a few places, and I found one I liked.
But isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, my new roommate will be here in
A tent or a Best Western.
A Best Western?
Oh, the Vikings have always been a very progressive people. Anyway, that's when it's time for the husband to symbolically offer himself to his new bride on the plate.
Oh, Ma, listen to this. Saxophone player wanted at the Hacienda Hut Cocktail Lounge. What do you think?
I guess I could learn.
Ma, not for you, for Michael.
Exception, and I won't take no for an answer.
Oh, yeah? Take this for an answer. All right, Cheswick. You rented a monkey suit, you might as well get your money's worth. But if anybody cute asks me to dance, make yourself scarce.
Once I have you in my arms on that dance.
That letter to Rose.
You what?
I wrote that letter myself. I made up a name and I answered Rose's ad.
Blanche, how could you? She thinks someone took an interest in her.
Well, someone did, me.
But what if she expects another letter from this guy? What if she decides...
If I wanted this kind of abuse, I'd be directing the Roseanne Barr show.
Oh, but Si...
Look, the commercial is off. Just forget it.
Well, Rose, now look what you did.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Rose, why are you acting like this?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
What the hell does that mean?
Don't get smart with me. If I was a short, bald guy in a diaper spouting this gibberish, I'd be running Indian.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yep, guess so.
Isn't it funny how things turn out? Being dead really changed my life.
Said presentation is very important. Oh, whenever I saw you coming down the hall with that ceramic bowl and a paintbrush, I'd run and hide under my bed and cry. Then you'd rub some on my doll.
I mean, after she left, the town didn't have a professional beautician for years. Women started giving each other home perms. Pretty soon, everybody looked like Art Garfunkel. Husbands stopped sleeping with their wives. The population started to go down.
The one who knew she wasn't feeling well, yet I insisted she go to that old reunion. Oh, how can I be so self-centered? I couldn't even hear her cry for help. Oh, all I ever think about is me. Me.
Blanche, we all knew she wasn't feeling well.
Do you mind? I'm talking about me.
Blanche, listen to me. All we can do for Rose now...
And a striped tie. And he was all dressed when the paramedics got there.
Girls, come here a minute. Listen, it's going to be a while. There's lots of trees down and accidents because of the storm, so the paramedics can't get through right away.
Well, we have to do something. I mean, she...
What? He's perfect. He's absolutely perfect. I cannot believe a man like that would be interested in Rose.
Well, I guess he's not perfect after all.
That's right, Dorothy. Thank you. I feel so much better.
We're living with Robin Givens.
You know, I can never tell when you ladies are kidding.
Ouch!
Good one.
Stan, I want you gone before the president gets here.
Come on, Dorothy. I'm a big fan. Maybe he'd like to meet me. Almost voted for him. I would have if I could have registered. You know those things go straight to the IRS?
So could I.
You've been dating him and he dumped you, and now you're getting even by telling me.
No, that's
I've heard this before. I can't tell you how many times.
You have?
You think you're the first? Please. The first time Al slept with someone else was on our honeymoon.
No.
In Paris.
Go ahead. It might relax you.
Oh.
Didn't make me relaxed. Just makes me want to burp. Probably burp and the pressure in the cabin will change and we're out leaving the country.
I'm not skipping bail, pussycat. I'd never make it. Every cab driver, waitress, and skycap between here and Sicily would be only too eager to talk to the police.
Why do you say that?
I undertip.
Look, Ma, I know you're nervous, but Herb is a brilliant lawyer. And, honey, you have the love and support.
Hi there.
You mean go?
Yes.
Why didn't you say so? See you guys.
You know something?
What's that?
Oliver!
Sorry. What?
We were great with Jen.
We were.
We were a team. That's what I want, George, for us to be a team.
What does that mean, Renee? We should get you.
Seemed to go against everything she'd been taught.
You're doing beautifully, Rose.
He begged, and by her coffee break, she couldn't stand it anymore. So she pulled the plug, and he died. Well, she was racked with guilt that night. Not only had she parked her car in a doctor's spot.
Thank you for starting that.
Are you going to tie a bow on that when you finish wrapping it up?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm a bit compulsive. It's the Minnesota farm girl.
No, I can't. Yes, I can.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
Come on in, Stanley. We were just talking about you.
I thought I felt my ears burning.
Maybe that's...
I didn't murder him.
Of course you didn't murder him, honey. He probably had a heart attack. Now, look, his family has to be notified. Now, did he ever speak of any family?
He has a sister he lives with.
Yeah, what's her name?
His name was Al Beatty. Her name's Beatty, too. She never married.
Understand. Yes, I do. I did a very stupid thing, and it can't be undone. But I'm going to do everything I can to make it up to Kate. I love her. And I promise you that nothing like this will ever happen again.
Good. Good. Because if it does, I will break every bone in your hand. Hello, Fred.
Hello, Dorothy, Mrs. Petrillo.
Why haven't you returned my calls?
There's nothing to talk about.
We're not going away, Fred.
All right, come in. Have a seat.
It's too bad. A tragedy. A terrible tragedy. May she rest in peace. Great news, Teresa Lombardi passed away.
Ma, what's so great about that?
Her husband, Freddie, he has nothing to do. And neither one of us has seen ruthless people.
Olaf, even the birds do it that way when they migrate.
I don't believe this.
Could be worse. We could be going to Beaver Falls.
Beaver Falls? That's my stop.
Norman, why are you ripping the pages out of that book?
Because my daddy's rich.
Norman, do you know that there are boys and girls less fortunate than you who have never even seen a book?
Hey, everybody's got their sad stories.
It's all your...
You'll be as old as Dorothy. Well, you can be a real pain in the ha-ha. So, Dorothy, why don't you just lighten up, enjoy your hot fudge cake, and make a wish, okay? Come on, kids, make a wish and blow out the candles. I hope everybody gets what they wished for.
Do you?
And I said, could we just get back to moving the furniture?
Well, the weather's cleared up. I really think we should save a big project like this for a rainy day.
Now, we agreed we weren't going to waste time. That'd be a big mistake, something we'd regret for the rest of our lives.
Rose, we're eating pizza, not getting tattoos.
Oh, Laszlo, that's what I love about you. You can tell a bald-faced lie and still sound sincere. I forgot my compact. I'll be right back.
Give me that key.
You
care of him for free.
Oh, shut up, Rose. Tell me, how long does Rose have to take care of this pig before she gets the money?
As long as he lives.
Oh, forget it.
Well, I split the money with you girls.
Forget it.
How long does a pig live?
About 25 years.
Forget it.
How old is this pig?
29.
Rose, have you been forgetting to wash the fruit before you eat it? I'm serious. Bob Hope is my father. Well, sort of. I mean, he could be, maybe.
Rose, what the hell are you talking about?
There's something.
James, I'm here about the car.
Miles? No, honey, it's James. You stay right there and I'll get the keys.
How much mileage has she got on her?
You see that, Mom? You kill someone, you end up being a Rose story. Is this what you want?
Dorothy, I'll worry about me later. I gotta do this.
In football.
Actually, he was so crushed by my rejection that he gave up football and turned gay.
Blanche, you don't turn gay. You're either gay or you're not. You had nothing to do with it.
Dorothy, if he had been gay before, he would have had better taste in jewelry.
Thanks.
I'll be honest with you, Kate, I never liked him. From the moment that worm slithered into your life, I knew he was no good. What kind of a man has so little respect for the institution of marriage that he can cheat on a wonderful woman and jump into bed with the first available bimbo who comes?
What it seems. John Patrick Anderson is a regular guy.
Shlomo Ziegler?
Yes.
You're under arrest. Your days as the freeway flasher are over.
I know what you're thinking, Rose, but you're wrong. And if I can make bail, I'd love to see you tomorrow night.
I don't think so.
May I call you? $200.
Sold.
When would you like the services?
Gee, I don't know.
Well, how about Thursday night?
Thursday night?
Crazy. Not Thursday, hell no.
Sorry, I forgot. The Cosby Show. How about Friday?
You have a TV guide we could check?
Rose, so nice to see you.
How was your trip, Clay?
Oh, fine. It just went by in no time.
Well, that usually means he met a stewardess he liked.
Blanche.
Lunch, dinner, or drinks?
Dinner.
Oh.
I'm beginning to see the family resemblance.
Honey, come on inside. I'll get you all settled down, and then I want to tell you all the wonderful things I have planned.
Let's say 1 to 6 months.
Dorothy, I have a stack of papers that we need to go over before the surgery.
Surgery?
Finally going ahead with that hair transplant?
Sophia, not everybody knows this isn't real.
Oh, please. Stevie Wonder could tell it's a rug.
Believe me, I wish it.
He didn't want it. He said there's a nick in it. We have to have a return policy.
Girls, listen, let's face it, all that so-called junk out there has too many fond memories for all of us. We're never going to be able to part with it.
Yeah. We might just as well call this whole garage sale off.
So tell me, Stanley, how are things at the novelty store?
Just great, Ma. Couldn't be better. I was salesman of the month.
And I'm sure that you'll be proud to know that the name Zbornak has become synonymous with plastic vomit.
I would absolutely love a...
Now, when I took the stand, a hush fell over that courtroom. I told the judge exactly what I'd seen. And after my testimony, that horse thief's fate was sealed. Justice won the day.
Blanche, what the hell does that have to do with what's going on now?
Well, like any good story, mine was deliberately ambiguous. It's not pertinent at the moment, but I'm double-jointed.
That's very interesting.
Dr. Ashley, the reason we came to the counseling center is that we're roommates and we've been having problems at home that we need to work out.
Before we get to the...
Hills. Charming homes. Yes. Full of idiots. Yes. What? I never saw anything like it. Must be the water. I grew up in St. Olaf, and most of my family still live.
I mean, it'll be kind of fun. We'll get to know each other again.
I think that would be wonderful.
Joe, I wonder where Gloria is. I was thinking of surprising her, inviting...
Sticks and stones can break your bones, but cement pays homage to tradition. All right, Dorothy, I think it would be a good idea if we rehearsed how you're going to break up with Stan tonight. Okay, I'll be Stan. I didn't know you were doing...
I don't even like loin of pork.
All right, then I'm not going in on this nightstick.
This is a pepperoni.
It's obnoxious.
Excuse me, you made a mistake. That Windex isn't on sale this week. The regular price is $1.99.
Rose, why don't you just save it for the Price is Right? Blanche, I need to talk to you privately.
Okay.
There's this person, someone I've known for quite a while, and lately there seems to be this attraction.
As blue as the Mediterranean in summer.
No, I've been warned if I cross them, they'll stay that way.
Or that your lips are as luscious as red raspberries in fall.
I love raspberries.
Or that your fragrance, oh my God, your fragrance.
Sure did.
Where did it go wrong, Dorothy?
Oh, who knows? These things happen.
Oh, I remember. I wasn't happy at home under the sheets. Dorothy, you hurry.
And Ma, you were always a better bowler than I was.
I know, I do everything better than you.
If this sauce was a person, I'd get naked and make love to her.
Hey, Ma, you know that doubles bowling tournament is next weekend. What do you say, you
Ladies, in her all too infrequent letters, Blanche has spoken of you both in glowing terms. I feel real lucky to get the chance to know you personally.
Why, thank you, kind sir.
You'll have to excuse Rose. Every time a man speaks Southern at her, she goes all stupid. Rose, what are you doing?
I'm trying to lure that UFO back with a flashlight and a pie pan. I read an article once in the St. Olaf Times that says this is the best way to do it.
Madame, your trout. Sir, your water.
Just a moment, young man. This is a special night, and I have decided to treat myself. Just take this water away and bring me an iced tea.
Rose.
And this is Sophia.
What seems to be her problem?
Well, her blood pressure is up, and she's a little pale and a little tired.
Is she presently on any medication?
Yes, to control her blood pressure.
How long has she been on that medication?
What am I, 2 years old? I don't know my own symptoms. I've lived in this body since I was born. If something...
What's the matter with you?
You walked out on me, Stanley Zbornak.
Now I know why.
You walked out on me, and you didn't even have the decency to tell me you were leaving. I heard it from some lawyer over the telephone. A stranger, Stanley, a total stranger, told me that my...
Well, I do not believe it. I simply do not believe it.
What, Blanche?
Oh, Dorothy, I just talked to somebody back home, and they are doing the most horrible thing. They are tearing down the most important building in Blanche Devereaux's family history.
Oh, my God, they're tearing down Mattress World.
Other things, too. We console each other, we help each other, we advise each other. And then
we talk about sex again.
I am so glad that my date with Barry is tomorrow. The fat won't have time to show.
It won't?
No, it always takes a few days before it shows.
Why is she coming here then?
Well, she's here on business. And she's a world-renowned flautist.
She plays the flute.
No, Dorothy, she plays the flout. It's a Scandinavian instrument that looks like a tuba, except it's got hair on the bottom. Of course she plays the flute.
At 10 o'clock.
I don't know what you just did, but you'd make one hell of a yodeler. Blanche, Rose?
Oh, hello. Dorothy, I'm glad you're here. There's something I want to ask.
Hey, it beats learning about it in the streets.
Oh, Sophia, no bingo tonight? I'm staying home trying to recapture my lost youth. I see you haven't got it. You know, today I saw something that shook up everything I ever believed in. Stan's Borna.
What's that smell?
I don't smell anything.
Are you wearing something?
A little Bengay on my knees. A little Vicks on my chest. A little deep heat on my neck.
Sex life.
Now, I knew somebody who had 7 husbands, and 6 of them died of stomach ailments. Well, they arrested her. She'd been putting ground glass in their salads. Why?
Because she ran out of croutons. Because she wanted to kill them, Rose.
Dorothy, she said hello and then disappeared. Is there a problem?
No problem at all. Everything's fine. It's not like anyone died or anything.
Oh, it's so good to see everyone. But where's Trudy?
What, Tess?
I didn't know you weren't supposed to cut them out. I never felt so rejected in my life. Until now.
Boy, this personals idea was really a mistake.
There must be something we can do.
I think we've done quite enough already, Blanche.
I have an idea. I'm gonna set her butts. Anyway, we had a terrible fight about her quitting school. She told me to stay out of her life, and she ran off to Paris to become a model. She swore she would never speak to me again, and she hasn't either till today.
Well, that sounds like it's all in the past now.
Oh, I hope so.
How much is a new roof going to cost, Sid?
$10,000.
Well, how much is a patch job?
A couple of hundred. Look, can I use your phone? I gotta make an important call.
Yeah, go ahead. We have to discuss this.
Dorothy, we don't have 10,000.
Just be sure and keep her in her cage.
Oh, maybe I can convince the Count to give us some live entertainment with dessert. Have you any requests?
How about Bye-Bye Birdie?
Girls, Count Bessie is missing.
Told me you were engaged. What happened?
The war happened. Augustine went off to fight, and I never heard from him again until today.
I wonder why he looked you up after all this time.
Are you kidding? He was crazy about me. I was the only girl in the village who didn't want to be a nun.
At my age, that would be like getting tackled on the 1-yard line.
Rose, you realize that Chicago is out of the picture now.
But there's no way we can just stay in Miami?
No, that's impossible too, sweetheart. Look, I don't know where the government's going to move us, but all I do know is that everything's going to be fine as long as the two of us...
Good night at 7.
Good night at 7, Mildred.
Good afternoon.
I thought he belonged to the other one.
Well, I'm sure Rose won't mind one bit.
He's a man. It's not like sharing a yogurt.
Hello. Hi,
Dorothy.
Honey, did Barry call?
Not that I know of.
Oh, we're supposed to go out again.
Oh, sounds like lunch went well. I'm ready.
Oh, honey, I know what you're going through. The bottom line is, if you take a chance in life, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. But, honey, if you don't take a chance, nothing happens.
I'm going to take a chance.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, I have to look at my...
I admired more than anyone else in the world. My mother and my favorite aunt.
And now the two of you are at each other's throats, and it's breaking my heart. I mean, so my mother kissed your husband at some stupid Christmas party. What does it matter now? You realize that this may be the last time you like Charlie's Angels.
I have been told I bear a striking resemblance to Miss Cheryl Ladd. Although my bosoms are perkier.
Not even if you were hanging upside down on a...
Always had this trouble ever since high school. I was the head cheerleader, and I was dating our star quarterback, Caldwell Honeycutt. Well, time came to break up, and I just could not tell Caldwell to his face. I couldn't bear to inflict that much grief and suffering on one man. So I finally decided that
It was a retirement home, and you know what they did? They set off the fire alarm in a retirement home. Who can rush? Half the people have walkers, the other half can't get out of their chairs, but they got bells going off like crazy. You know what that does to hearts that only beat a few times a week?
Me.
Good morning. Blanche, I'm giving you 30 days notice. What? I don't want to live under this roof anymore. I'm moving.
Don't give it a second thought.
Good morning, lady.
Well, good morning, Miles. How was the bird watching?
Oh, Blanche, it was thrilling. Have you ever seen...
I used to put the Haley's MO on the bottom. Nothing. Then I put it eye level. The public went nuts. It was walking out of the store. People will bend for aspirins.
Hot car. We'll go out and tell him you're on your way. Come on, Rose.
Well, I guess this is it.
I'm just so sorry that it took me so long to realize how much this meant to you. It's just very hard for me to let go.
Me too, but someone else needs me more.
I had gone to that high school.
You know, I've got a little confession to make. One of the reasons I wanted to see you again was to, well, show you how well I turned out.
Well, I wanted to show you how well I turned out. I mean, I was a mess in high school.
We all were.
Yeah. Except for, what was her name? Roseanne DeRosmo. No. On the Home Shopping Network.
But Dorothy, you do have to admit, it was very touching what Rocco did for...
This has to be some kind of mistake.
Don't panic. There's just a possibility. This is a precaution.
What do I do? We just call up the hospital and make an appointment. Everything will be fine.
You think so?
Why, I'm sure of it. Now, let's plan Dorothy's fundraiser. Hey, I know what would be fun.
Blanche, we're going to try to raise all the money.
Dorothy, you know what this means?
White wine with dinner?
Do I look like I'm laughing? Here, read this note.
If Kevin Kelly doesn't play in Saturday's game, Dorothy Z sleeps with the fishes.
Dorothy, please, give the kid a D.
Oh, come on, Ma. It's just a prank.
Oh, Dorothy, I don't think you...
Well, Peter. We just swing the way the wind blows, don't we? And who's this? Glinda, the good witch of the north? You disgust me. After the way you've treated me, I should scratch your eyes out.
Ma. He's not old. He's a perfectly healthy young man.
Just be home before midnight, Dorothy.
Excuse me, sir.
Go away.
Just a minute.
Seeing if I can get more than halfway across the street before the don't walk sign comes on. Trying to stay awake on the John. Hoping it is the John. Competition is the thing that keeps me going. But if you want me to... middle?
He's not my doctor. He's my friend.
Oh, Oliver. The bottle, please. Thank you.
Listen, Harry. Thank you. Thank you. I can't tell you what it means to have someone like you believe me. Honey, can you help me with this necklace? Oh, sure. Oh, I'm so nervous.
Have you ever given a eulogy?
You mean at a funeral?
No, Rose, at a pie-eating contest. I just don't know what I'm going to say.
Well, actually, I was asked to say a few words at Lenny Linder. And love for my entire life may not even be my mother.
But honey, that's exactly the point. What's the difference if she did or didn't give birth to you? You two really know each other and you really love each other. A lot more than most mamas and their children ever do. Nothing that has happened or
It's a devotion for that windmill. It's a love for that windmill. And as God is our witness, we are going to save that windmill.
It's a lighthouse, Blanche. We're saving the McKinley Lighthouse.
That I saw.
That's the one. We're going to make the...
Sweetheart, if you want to grab some dinner, we'll have to take separate cars. I'm going to have to leave for home right from the restaurant.
Glenn, forget dinner. We need to talk.
And that must be my socks and underwear coming back from the laundry. That is one of the biggest drawbacks of being without a wife. Chrissy.
Chrissy?
I had to talk to you, Big Stan. Why didn't you return my phone calls?
There's nothing to talk about, Chrissy.
Big Stan? How much longer are we going to circle the airport, Rose? You want to bring this baby in?
Well, when she took the puppy to get his shots, the vet told her the bad news. He said, Mary Jane, this is no chihuahua. This is a rat.
My rear tires have less pressure in them.
I count my blessings every day because I have the kind of friends who stand by you through the bad and the good. When you're lucky enough to find that kind of friendship, I guess you just want to pass it on. Who he is doesn't matter. It's who he used to be. 30 years ago, this man was one of Italy's foremost architects, respected the world over, creator of some of Europe's most beautiful cathedrals. Isn't that right, Vincenzo? Today, he's a pathetic shell of a man, dollars for the cab.
$67? Ma, this is crazy. The home is 15 minutes from here.
My cab driver is Cuban. He said there was an additional tax for a bilingual driver.
I'll take care of him.
Sit down, Sophia. You must be... friend without having to go all the way.
You cannot. If that were true, Rose, that would mean you were a slut.
Oh, come on, Blanche, how can you say that? So the woman had 56 boyfriends in 1 year. She's not a slut.
Thank you, Doris.
She is the slut.
I thought I heard you,
I couldn't sleep. I had a horrible nightmare.
Oh, well, tell it to me. I'm awful good at interpreting dreams.
I was a contestant on the dating game, and I won. I went around the corner.
But you know what, we hadn't. I feel a little strange about going out with Stan again tonight.
You're going out with Stan tonight?
He has tickets to the Burt Reynolds Dinner Theater.
And you're going?
Well, of course I am. I'd be out of my mind to pass up the chance to see Mr. Jamie Farr in the Kane Mutiny Court Martial.
They won't bend for laxatives.
Isn't that fascinating, Bill?
So, Bill, what's on sale?
Breast pumps,
What else?
Afro Sheen,
Moving on.
Preparation H,
Hot damn.
Dorothy. Gloria. Stan.
Good news, Dorothy. I'm off the monkey.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it. I feel lightheaded.
I think I'm gonna...
What happened?
Nothing, Ma. Don't worry, I'm just fine.
Yeah, it's nothing serious, Sophia. Probably just a pulled muscle.
It happened in class when she tried to do a 6-count Cincinnati riff with a double pullback. It goes something like this.
What's the matter?
Okay, but you just cut her chances in half.
Never mind, whatever you got.
Sophia, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Of course. What do you think of a woman who cries herself to sleep every Saturday night because she's bored and lonely?
Your daughter does that.
Blanche, I don't understand you. You can't very well say you've accepted Clayton unless you're willing to accept the fact that he dates.
Now, Rose is right. And besides, Blanche, in this day and age, you should be thrilled that he's in a monogamous relationship.
Of course, you're right. I've just got to stop this overreacting. Doug and Clayton are too consenting. Boy, one thing's for sure. That Rocco is a romantic. And there aren't many men like him left in this world.
Blanche, what was the most romantic thing a man ever did for you?
Oh, that's easy. When George and I were courting and it was getting to the intimate stage, we went for a date. Share with me.
Man, we've been off the air for 2 minutes.
I know it. I'm talking to Chester on camera, too. Share with me, Chester.
Ma, are you home?
Boy, it's great being rich.
I cannot believe we spent so much money that we don't have yet.
Relax. When I looked in on Baby this morning, he was a half hour away from sizzling.
Oh, well, Rose Nyland, shame on you. Caught with a gentleman.
Oh, Blanche, is everything all right?
Stephen's back with his old girlfriend.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I guess I learned a little bit about missed opportunities and how sometimes you have to take chances. But all is not lost. I met a new man in the next bed.
Just before. Well, I don't get it. They don't seem to have anything in common.
I guess it's just like that old saying, you know, opposites attract.
Oh, that's very true. Back in St. Olaf, Ollie Knudensprinkle and his wife Bridget were opposites in every way. I mean, he was...
So, hi, Ma.
Hello there.
You guys ready for bed already?
Yeah, I guess we are. We're very tired.
Yeah, we took care of a lot of odds and ends around the house today. What did you do, Ma?
What did I do today? What I do every day.
Made with milk, sugar, honey, a whole lot of love, and just a drop of sunshine.
Honey, why don't you leave the poor man alone?
I know if he got to know me, he'd like me.
Why? I got to know you. I don't like you.
You just say that.
Repeatedly.
Oh, as you become a...
What are you looking at? She scuffed those shoes. I heard her left a mark on that boy.
I'll see you later. I'm going over to Tony's.
For lunch?
No. I just called him. He was in bed. I heard female laughter in the background. It was Angela. They're sleeping together just like I suspected.
Go with me off this plane. What was that?
Oh, that was them shutting the door.
They shut the door?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Candy. I'll be your flight hostess. Please review the information cards in your...
Yes, both Blanche and I are having a lot of fun, aren't we, Blanche?
Well, who wouldn't have fun eating a foot-long Mr. Ha-Ha dog? Drinking a 32-ounce
cherry burpee. If you drink 3 of them, you get to keep Mr. Ha-Ha's hat.
If you drink 3 of them, you...
I got to hug him. You know how I always wake up before I get to hug George? This time I didn't.
Oh, Blanche, that's wonderful.
It was wonderful, Rose. When he died, I thought, oh, the worst part is I'll never get to hold him again. Tonight I did. I could actually feel him.
Promised you'd go.
I know, that's what I said, and all I can say now is tough. I'm not getting on that plane, and you can't make me.
Well, then I'm not going either.
Oh, I don't believe my ears. Girls,
The entire purpose of this trip is to conquer our fears. Why, if we
These three ladies here want a couple of boxes of the King George prophylactics.
Lambskins are the ultra-sensitive.
Two of them have the lambskins, and the blonde has the ultra-sensitive in black.
But I can't. Every morning when I wake up, it's still there. And that terrifies me. Rose, I do need your help. That's why I came to Miami, to ask you to come home with me. Oh, Rose, please, come home with me.
I tried to convince Myra that he's just a friend, but she wouldn't listen. For some reason, she won't accept a divorce. I really feel threatened.
Ma, Stan gave me an engagement ring.
I see. Excuse me.
For Ma's sake. Now, let's see, you're going with Howard.
Dr. Howard.
How about Doug?
Oh, Dorothy, not Doug. I couldn't possibly. He's on my A-list. I mean, come on, Dorothy. He's a judge. He's fun to be with, and I haven't paid a speeding ticket in 6 months.
Oh, we might as well get used to the fact that she's going to be mad at us for a long, long time.
Hi, girls. How y'all doing?
Hi, Blanche, aren't you mad?
Not anymore.
Well, we did a terrible thing. You should stay mad at us for a long, long time.
So, but you people don't. That's a beautiful thing. You also have the most gorgeous hair in the world. Even when it's humid.
Please, let Dr. Chang read.
It's okay, Mrs. Zabornak. I'm finished. You've seen some wonderful doctors, but I really can't agree with
Out
everything.
in the hall talking to 2 closed doors.
Don't feel bad, Dorothy. Sometimes when I'm upset, I talk to the little pigs on my shower curtain.
Rose, I was trying to talk to my mother and Aunt Angela, but they wouldn't talk to me. They wouldn't talk to each other, and I have no idea what this is all about.
Oh, I do. There's only one thing that can turn blood relative.
$200.
Sold.
When would you like the services?
Gee, I don't know.
Well, how about Thursday night?
Thursday night?
Crazy. Not Thursday. Hell no.
Sorry, I forgot. The Cosby Show. How about Friday?
You have a TV guide we could check?
Things aren't working out anymore, and I don't know what to do to make them any better. You can't leave your wife, and I'm not cut out to be the other woman.
Dorothy, you know I love you.
I know that, but it's not enough.
I don't want to lose you.
I don't want to lose you.
Oh, it's making me crazy.
I give up.
Look at me.
What?
You're getting a cold.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Tomorrow you'll have a cold.
What is this, the gut?
या मातीच्या कणाकणा हरे काचा मना मना या मातीच्या कणाकणा हरे काचा मना मना माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतंय माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतंय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतंय रक्तसती रंगावरती बोलतंय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतंय रक्तसती रंगावरती बोलतंय माझ्या भीमानीतच पेटविल्या अंधार मनात वाटी माझ्या भीमाच्या विद्वत्तेच आता जगही गुणगान गाती माझ्या भीमानीतच पेटविल्या अंधार मनात वाटी माझ्या भीमाच्या विद्वत्तेच आता जगही गुणगान गाती फुटा फुटात पाहुनी माझ्या भीमाला म्हणून आता लाजतोय कसा म्हणून आता लाजतोय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतंय रक्तसती रंगावरती बोलतंय अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती डोलतय र जीवनाचं सोनं इथेच माझा अभिमान मान सन्मानाचं जिन त्यानं दिलं आदिश्रमान केलं जीवनाचं सोनं इथेच माझा अभिमान मान सन्मानाचं जिन त्यानं दिलं आदिश्रमान त्याच्या संघर्षातून आज हा सारा समाज आता सजतोय रे हा समाज आता सजतोय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती डोलतय र देशहितासाठी भीमराव कधीच नाही हो थकला स्वाभिमानी भीमाचा मनका पुन्हा पुढे तो नाही झुकला देशहितासाठी भीमराव कधीच नाही हो थकला स्वाभिमानी भीमाचा मनका पुन्हा पुढे तो नाही झुकला संविधान देशाचं भीमकर्णीने शुभम साधतोय र आता शुभम साधतोय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती डोलतय र मातीच्या कणाकणा हरेकाचा मना मना माझं भीमाचं नाव गाजतय र माझं भीमाचं नाव गाजतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं